Okay, so I'll say thanks for joining us tonight. My name is George Gan. I'm a broker with the Topgan Real Estate team. Here I'm with my partner, Michael. Tonight I'm going to introduce you to one of the best investment opportunity in Pickering, the VuPoint Condo. I just want to make a disclaimer. Me and Michael, we are independent brokers. We're not representing the builder, but we have plenty access to this project. So before I start, I just want to show you a quick video just to basically summarize the project in general about VuPoint. Okay, so this is just a quick video of the project. Well, if you have any question tonight, you can type on the messenger window, or at the end of this presentation, we'll have time for you to ask questions. Okay, here is a basically summary about the Pickering, about the project. So what we're going to talk about first is population growth. In Durham region in general, it's a population inflow. As you see on this diagram, there's basically more than 95,000 population growth by 2031. Another thing is transportation. There's Highway 401 go through Pickering. Beside there's GO station right beside the VuPoint site, which I'm going to show you later. And there's new job opportunity and tons of shopping. And there's going to be a great new shopping site coming up in the next few years. I'm going to pinpoint that as well. Education-wise, there's Durham College, there's Ontario University in Oshawa, which is about 15-minute drive from Pickering. And we both know Pickering just at the lake shore of Lake Ontario. So there is a lot of natural parks, trails, and lakefront for you to enjoy, especially in the summertime. When we're talking about the shopping, I have to talk about the Pickering Town Center, which is right beside VuPoint Condo. We're talking about 5 minutes walking distance just across the street. And you all well know of like Hudson Bay, Roots, Pandora, H&M, and the Fifth Avenue, everything. What I want to also talk about is, if you're not from Pickering, you might not know, there is a basic world record enclosed pedestrian bridge just connecting the shopping center to the Pickering GO station. Essentially, in the wintertime, you can take the GO train from Union Station to Pickering and just take the pathway to directly go to the shopping center. And also, I was mentioning is, I'm not sure if you're aware of, there is a big development in Pickering called the V-Life, which consists of a casino, a shopping center, studio, and a hotel. It takes approximately 240 acres of land. This is the rendering, what we're talking about. And this part is already built, the casino. Actually, was launched last year in July. You can think of 240 acres of casino entertainment hub, how many job opportunity that's going to give to us. And this is just 8 minutes driving distance from the VuPoint Condo. So that will supply you a lot of potential tenant in the future. That's what I'm talking about. There's the waterfront, the parks. You know what? I guess the best way to talk about the location is to basically demonstrate this on the map. Actually, if we are here, then we just want to show exactly where the VuPoint site is. Here is Highway 401, and this is Liverpool, and we are at the Pickering, pretty much Pickering city center. And this is where the VuPoint gonna be built. As you can see, here we have a piece of vacant land. This is the VuPoint phase 1, the first tower, and this is second tower, and there will be a third tower. So this is the VuPoint site. On the west of this, you see a Food Basic, there's Loblaws and Home Depot. And this big complex is what we talk about, the Pickering Town Center, the shopping center. And if you see the line here, this is the pathway connecting the town center to the GO train station, Pickering GO station. It takes about 43 minutes from here to Union Station. So public transit wise is very convenient. Also, if you're taking the 401, that's basically, we're talking about probably seconds from here. This is actually the ramp going to 401. So, and if we go south of this, you see the beautiful Frenchman's Bay, and this is Lake Ontario. You have like walking distance to the lakefront. And if you're going to the east, here, if you can see, this is Pickering Casino Resort. That's what I was just mentioning about the D Life. There's going to be future 240 acres of entertainment hub in the east part of GTA. Okay, so that's about the location of VuPoint. Now, I guess most of us here today is to invest in Pickering and in VuPoint. I'm going to talk about why VuPoint Condo is a great investment opportunity. This is what I pulled out from our latest Toronto Real Estate Board condo report. What I want you to pay attention to is that the bottom of this page illustrated the year-over-year change of the condo sales in different regions. As you can see, in Toronto, City of Toronto, year over year, 2021 versus 2022, in the third quarter, we're only seeing a 6%, a little bit more than 6% of growth. However, if you look at Durham region, it's 17.83% year over year. So it's obviously where you should invest in the long run. Another thing is, if you look at the total number of sales, you can see it's Toronto, it's more than 5,000. In Durham region, it's only 177. So it's a shortage of condominium in the Durham region, particularly in Pickering. So in the future, we already know there's a lot of builders planning to build in Pickering and Durham. So, and the fact is, if you look at this chart, here on this, what it does show is basically the average sold price versus listing price. If you see over 100%, you know it's going to be multiple offer, bidding wars. And if you go through all these different regions, you see actually Durham region have the highest sold price versus listing price ratio is 105%. Pickering in particular, 104%. That means if you put your condo onto the market for sale, you are going to have a bidding war. That means you will be sold much higher than those condos sitting on the market for 30, 40 days. And also you can see the days on market is significantly shorter than the area in the other area in GTA. I also pull out some of the new launch project in January for you to compare. For example, 252 Church, XO2, Concourse Sky, and Plaza on Yonge. As you can see, all these projects in Toronto, we're talking about at least 1,400 per square feet. And also Concourse Sky is actually over 2,000 per square feet. And what we're looking here, VuPoint Pickering is just on average 1,000 per square feet. Actually, a lot of models, they're less than 1,000 per square feet. Think about this. In the future, if we're talking about 20, 30% growth in 2 to 3 years, if you're buying a one-bedroom condo at 252 Church, what you have to pay is 500 square feet example. It's more than 800K, right? We're talking if 20 to 30%, it's going to be over $1 million to buy a one bedroom. And here, even we have 20, 30, even 40% growth at VuPoint in Pickering, the total price is still going to be less than $1 million. who's buying those 1-bedroom, 1+10 units? Still going to be the younger generations. Can they afford $1 million 1-bedroom or like 700, 800K 1-bedroom? So affordability and growth, actually Pickering is a much better choice. Another thing I want to show you is the resale price in the area. Here, what I'm showing to you, just right across the 401, the same location, what the resale condo are selling for. You can see this one, 1255 Bailey Street, is new condo, which sold in November last year, asking price $499, and sold price over asking $530. And here, same thing. It's a 1+10 unit, asking price $529, sold for $670. So you can see both, pretty much all the smaller unit in this area is selling over asking, and you see its demand is there. And if the resale 1-bedroom is selling for $830 and 1+10 selling for $670, how much the VuPoint is asking for? Well, surprisingly, look at here. This is the what we get as a VIP and how much it's selling for. You see, there's even unit more than 500 square feet of 1-bedroom unit, less than 500K. So what we're talking about, basically, you're buying an investment pre-construction condo, which is closing in 4 years, and with today's price. Well, I will leave it to you to think about if it's a good investment or not. Here, I take just a simple example to illustrate the if you're thinking about how much money you have to spend or the cash flow. Here it is. If you're buying the cheapest condo, $495 plus $3,900 of parking, we're talking the total purchase price $534. You're paying 20% down payment, assuming we're taking advantage of low interest rate of 1.5, monthly payment, everything adding together. The monthly expense as an investor, you're spending $2,083. And today you can rent it for $2,050 to $2,100 in this area. So we're talking about you already have a break even. 4 years after, you're locking the same price, but rent increased by another 20–30%. You are going to get a positive cash flow. Okay, here is the floor plan of VuPoint. I believe everyone registered for this info session already got an email from us. There is a link which you can open the floor plan, the brochure, everything. I just want to talk about the beauty of this floor plan. Bottom of the page is facing south. So essentially why the designer designed this balcony is to allow every single unit, I should say every single unit will have an edge of the balcony facing south. What is on the south? On the south is the beautiful lake shore of Lake Ontario. So that means every single unit in this tower will be able to have a lake view. Doesn't matter you're facing north, facing east, or facing west. That's a great design. Some features and finishing of this project, that there's 46-story high, and the 2 to 6 is podium level. They're 8 and 8 6 inch height, and 8 to 44 floor is 9 foot ceiling, and the penthouse 10 foot ceiling. You have smooth ceiling throughout, and the smaller unit 101 plus den will have 24 inches appliances, and the 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom will have a 30-inch appliances, and it's laminate floor throughout. Of course, excepting the tiled areas. And you will also get a marble countertop for your kitchen. Finishing is pretty nice, standard, will be good for the for investment. Payment structure wise, okay, the beauty of buying pre-construction is not only you're locking in today's price, you are also don't have to pay the whole chunk of 20% down payment at once. You can just have an extended deposit structure. On signing, you pay $5,000, 30-day 5%, 90-day 5%, 270 days 5%, 540 days 5%, 1% on occupancy. So this is the deposit structure. Maintenance fee wise, it's about 58 cents per square feet, which is much lower than the Toronto average. We're seeing about on average 70 cents per square feet in Toronto now. Okay. The tentative occupancy will be in 2026, so in 4 years from now. Okay, and here's the parking price, and locker will be on wait list. Okay, that pretty much conclude my presentation of the VuPoint project. If you're interested in purchasing, I'll recommend you can book a one-on-one appointment with us, or you can submit the worksheet in the email we send to you in the email. Again, okay. Here now I'm done with my part. If you have any questions, feel free to type in the chat window, or you can just unmute yourself, ask about it. Any questions? Michael, do you see any questions in the chat box?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the builder?
Yeah, that's a great question. I know somebody gonna ask for it. Okay. So the builder is Tribute Communities. Tribute Community, first of all, their head office, it's in Pickering. If they fail on this project, they're a big failure for them, which they will not make it happening. It's gonna be one of the best projects they deliver because it's right across the street of their head office. And Tribute is very famous for both low rise and high rise, right? They have pretty much they have a few very successful high rise buildings in downtown Toronto. For example, Stanley Condos, which is the church and college, Maxa Condo and Jarvis at Dundas, and also they pretty much build half of the new subdivisions in Oshawa. If you go Oshawa Harmony Street, there is a lot of new subdivision built by Tribute Community. I should say that they are one of the best builders in GTA. So if you buy Tribute Communities, the thing I can promise is they are going to deliver. They are not going to cancel the project. No problem. Any other questions? Okay, here's my and Michael's contact number. You can reach us on text messages. Any mall surroundings? Oh, I guess you probably missed the first part. I'm gonna basically talk about this again. So there is a lot of malls, right, surrounded. If you look at it here is the VuPoint site, right, one on the map, and the big complex here is Pickering Town Center, which means across the street, walking distance to the mall. And also on the left-hand side, Home Depot. If you go further away, there's a Walmart superstore, right? So I should say, if you go there, there's even on Kingston Street, on both sides of the street, there's a lot of shops, restaurant, convenience stores. It's very convenient. Yes, it is good. You're welcome. Okay, so looks like we'll wait for another minute. If yeah, so basically the way it works right now is a very popular project. If you're really interested, I'm strongly recommending each one of you to contact me or Michael tonight. So we can probably secure your unit, especially if you're looking for a smaller unit, for example, 1 bedroom plus den. Okay, you can reach us on cell phones, text messages, WhatsApp, or WeChat. Okay, so Celine has asked a question. So what type of unit I have on hand? So basically, this is based on the worksheet, right? So if you're requesting, then requesting a smaller unit, I will see if I can still get you one. Yeah. Okay, great. Again, well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. If you need anything pre-construction condos, low rise, in the Great Toronto area, in particular Markham, Richmond Hill, Durham region, downtown Toronto, don't feel hesitated to contact me or Michael. We will here be able to help you to get access. When I'm talking about plenty of access, early access to most of the pre-construction project. Okay, thank you, and good night to everybody.